the key thing is to start with a diet which will get you feeling good in the first place. Because if you're feeling bad all the time, it can be really hard to determine what's making you feel bad just by substituting foods. And that's the logic behind the 30-day reset. The step one in my book is to hit that reset button on your body so you do feel better quickly, lose weight quickly, and get to that kind of baseline that you need to get to before you start reintroducing other foods. And then, when you reintroduce a food like a dairy product, for example, if you're feeling great before you do that, and then you eat some dairy and all of a sudden you have a skin rash or you have digestive problems or you feel like you've been knocked out, then that's obviously a sign it's not working for you. So the 3 sections of my book are step 1, reset. This is a 30-day paleo elimination diet where you eliminate the foods that are most likely to cause problems for the greatest number of people, and you hit that reset button on your body. Step 2 is called rebuild. So this is where you bring foods, these gray area foods that we've been talking about, back into your diet to see if you tolerate them. But it's also where I talk about important lifestyle factors like sleep, physical activity, stress management, and more. And then step 3 is revive your health. So this is where you do a lot of the fine-tuning and customization. You figure out how much fat, protein, and carbohydrate is optimal for you to eat, how to customize your diet based on your activity level. We talk about meal frequency and timing. Do you do better eating fewer meals during the day or more smaller meals during the day? And I teach you how to tweak paleo based on 10 of the most common health conditions that we face today, from hypothyroidism to digestive disorders to autoimmune disease. So I studied integrative medicine in California. I'm a licensed acupuncturist, and the acupuncture programs there involve a lot of conventional Western medicine and Eastern integrative alternative medicine, because we're licensed as primary care providers within the workers' comp system, so we need to understand how to make a medical diagnosis. We take anatomy, physiology, pharmacology, pathophysiology, research methodology, all of the typical medical sciences in my education were part of it. But we also study nutrition intensively, and we study lifestyle, the importance of lifestyle change, and supplementation and herbalism. So we're able to use non-drug alternatives for treating health conditions in addition to guiding people through nutritional changes.
Why did you decide to write the book?
I decided to write the book for a few reasons. Number one, I wanted to have a single resource that I could give to my patients and to anybody that was becoming interested in this approach to eating. And while I have a lot of respect for my paleo colleagues and agree with them on many things, I have a slightly different take on certain aspects of paleo nutrition, and I wanted to be able to just to have something that I could put in people's hands that explains that clearly. The second reason, which is related to the first, is that, as I mentioned, I really believe that the key to succeeding with paleo is personalizing it to meet your unique needs. And I also believe that it's unnecessary to remove certain foods that are not paleo just because our ancestors didn't eat them. So I wanted a more flexible and adaptable and sustainable approach that I think would be more accessible to the mainstream, and because a lot of people just get scared away by the paleo idea. They think it's too strict or too extreme, and I thought that was unfortunate, because what I'm advocating and what I think people can benefit from doesn't have to be that strict, and they can still use it as a template, but they can customize it and tweak it to make it more sustainable over the long term.